Hello, friends. It's Danielle Métis, scientist, health coach, and mom with Hashimoto's. I want to talk to you about what hypothyroidism is and why much of the treatment for hypothyroidism just isn't that effective. In fact, I'm going to argue that the reason it's ineffective is actually built into the definition itself, so we have to redefine hypothyroidism. Here's the definition of hypothyroidism from the American Thyroid Association, which is one of the main professional groups for endocrinologists. Hypothyroidism is an underactive thyroid gland. Hypothyroidism means the thyroid gland cannot make enough thyroid hormone to keep the body running normally. People are hypothyroid if they have too little hormone in their blood. Let's look at that definition. People are hypothyroid if they have too little thyroid hormone in the blood. Yet the earlier part of the definition says that hypothyroidism means you can't make enough thyroid hormone to keep the body running normally. Well, thyroid hormone doesn't act in the blood. It actually acts in the cells. So in the definition, there's a contradiction. They say we need enough thyroid hormone for a body to work, but then they say we only define hypothyroidism based on what's in the blood. Those are two different things. So already this definition is problematic.
So here's an alternative definition proposed by Dr. Elsa Vasquez and many functional doctors, but this phenomenal book covers it. Rather than defining hypothyroidism by hormone levels in the blood, a wiser, more accurate definition of hypothyroidism holds that the condition should be defined as an adverse physiological state caused by insufficient function of thyroid hormone at the cellular, not serum or blood level, because the cellular level is where thyroid hormone works. This definition of hypothyroidism is based on physiology, i.e. the fact that the purpose of thyroid hormone is to affect action and changes at the cellular level to support optimal health and vitality. To find the presence or absence of hypothyroidism on the clinician's measurement of TSH is myopic and doctor-centric, anthropocentric, if not misanthropic. The purpose of the thyroid gland is to make sufficient thyroid hormone to affect normal physiology. The purpose of the thyroid gland is not to produce a level of hormone that fits within a laboratory reference range defined by a small number of laboratories, researchers, and clinicians based on a small number of patients, many of whom are likely not optimally healthy. Therefore, any accurate definition of hypothyroidism must be based on physiology rather than on blood tests. Again, the purpose of the hormonal system is to create certain physiologic effects consistent with health and vitality, not to produce an amount of hormone considered normal. So to review, friends, part of the problem in both diagnosing and treating thyroid issues, hypothyroidism from the conventional viewpoint, is in the definition itself. Yes, of course, they learn in school that the part of the thyroid gland is to produce and hormones that then work throughout the body to do certain physiological things and affect various organ systems and so on. But the definition they're taught of the illness is hypothyroidism is when you don't have enough hormone in the blood. So and by the way, they don't even measure the hormone in the blood. They measure TSH, which is an indirect, your brain is supposed to respond to the amount of hormone in your blood. So they're not even measuring the hormone in the blood. But regardless, it is a laboratory definition, not a physiological one. And we need to change it so that it reflects how we feel and what's really going on.